because I sleep real heavy. So I'm coming from a fog, and then I look, lean over top of me, trying to stick his in my mouth. I know I sleep with my mouth open. I'm a heavy sleeper. And I'm like, how would you know you never had sex with her? She used to laugh and joke about it all the time.
So
Now he flew back and forth to Dallas, and he wasn't getting no.
After supposedly releasing a tape of Common with another man, Jaguar Wright has finally delivered on her promise to expose and humiliate Common. Jennifer Hudson, on the other hand, is adamantly standing by her spouse and frequently compliments him in public to highlight what a wonderful boyfriend he is. But Jaguar isn't backing down, saying that they have more footage of Common, demanding that he acknowledge the abuse he inflicted upon her all those years ago. Indeed, it is just what you believe it to be. Although Common hasn't addressed Jaguar's most recent charges, he has previously refuted all of them, implying that Jaguar might require mental health assistance. However, what actually transpired between Jaguar Wright and Common? Does Jennifer Hudson know the entire story? Or is she just giving her man support without fully understanding the situation? Now let's explore it. For those who don't know, Common and Jaguar Wright have a long history of conflict, with Jaguar accusing Common of being poisonous and dishonest. She implied in a previous interview that Common was a community wood, and that every woman he dated dumped him because they couldn't stand his poisonous ways.
That's how I know in my heart, allegedly, that Common ain't hit that, because how is this chick 3-4 different dudes have a baby with a dude that ain't nobody suspect of, and you ain't know none of that was going on, but you was flying back and forth to Dallas every other week?
Right.
Like, you gotta be all kinds of like retarded or stupid to miss that.
Regarding the portion when women were leaving Common, Jaguar might have a point. He has dated a number of well-known women in the business, but the relationships invariably end, either with him getting dumped or the women getting discarded. Common has said that he avoided committed partnerships because although he enjoyed the experience of being in love, he wasn't prepared for the labor that came with being in a committed relationship. In order to deal with his commitment concerns, he even went to therapy. Common claims that therapy enabled him to identify his avoidant attachment pattern, which caused him to distance himself from romantic partners when things were too hot.
Wonderful woman, a queen, and just a beautiful person, man. I just care for her a lot, enjoy her, and am grateful to have her in my life. So yeah, I'm happy.
He even received relationship guidance from Michelle Obama on how to make concessions and be a better partner. It's admirable that he was trying to learn how to treat the people he professed to love with dignity, but perhaps a little too late considering his past.
Love advice from the great Michelle Obama, but it's really authentic and real and honest. And I mean, a lot of the things she said to me is just like wisdom. It's like, because sometimes I'm always looking for the perfect person. I need this perfect, and I'm not perfect, so what am I doing, right? But she's like, look, you're gonna have to compromise sometimes, right?
Really?
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Yeah, you gotta compromise, yeah.
Kim Jones, Common's birth mother, was the subject of their first public relationship. Their exact dating history is unknown, but in 1997, Omoye Asada Lynn, their daughter, was born. But a year later, Common and Kim called it quits. It's still unknown what caused their breakup, but it appears Common was going through a phase in his life where he wasn't sure what he wanted. He acknowledged in his memoir, Let Love Have the Last Word, that the fallout from his breakup with Kim had made him a bit of a poor dad to his daughter. Common revealed in an interview that Omoye stunned him when, at the age of 19, she inquired if he even cared about her. It seems like you weren't fighting for me, she remarked. Common said that his bad relationship with her mother was the reason for his distance. He clarified, saying that it's the usual stories you hear about when two parents divorce. I couldn't always access it as much, but the love is still there. We couldn't create the strongest relationship without it. It may sound like classic deadbeat behavior, but he stopped being as involved in his daughter's upbringing because he didn't like her mother. Given how poorly his subsequent relationship turned out, it seems Common's toxic relationship cycle began there. In 2000, he started dating Erykah Badu, and their relationship was turbulent right away. It's interesting to note that Common acknowledged that Erykah was his first love, and that the Badu box was his obsession. In an interview, he said to XXL magazine that he had a close relationship with Erykah. Yes, man, the Badu box exists. You might actually travel to a different universe. That's when you come across someone truly exceptional. You think, dude, this woman has something else going on. It goes beyond closeness alone. It's not just appearances, it's something where you're like, This woman has something else, kind of like Spirit-wise. It should come as no surprise that Common was devastated by their breakup and went days without eating. He remarked, "My first love was Erykah Badu, where you're just open and floating. I was perhaps 27 or 28 when we broke up. I was just going through the motions in a daze. Eating it was difficult." Though the exact reason for their breakup is unknown, it was thought that they weren't prepared to settle down. Although Common said it wasn't her fault, the relationship fizzled out. Common subsequently changed his mind, accusing Erykah of causing his heartache by ending their relationship because she began dating someone else. "She gave it to me. She contacted me while I was on a tour in my hotel room and said, 'Hey, I don't want to be in this relationship anymore.' My first love and heartbreak came from that." Common made an intriguing statement because prior to their breakup, he and Kim were genuinely engaged. Did he get engaged for fun to someone he wasn't romantically involved with? Was he lying when he claimed that Erykah was his first love? Fans were taken aback by the whole thing. Some have even suggested that Erykah cursed Common, making it impossible for him to find true love after her. Since Erykah has always accepted her mystical energy, it's unlikely that she was attempting to refute the accusations. In addition, given that she previously hinted that Common might have cheated, the notion of her placing a spell on Common doesn't seem all that unlikely. "No," Erykah disclosed in an interview. "For me, infidelity is not a deal breaker. Everybody is born empty. Personally, I don't have a really strong libido. I don't need closeness to be happy. #I require company. I want a spouse I can love and grow old with, someone I can trust. However, I am aware of the characteristics of both males in general and the men I've been with. They must pursue things." Common was probably cheating on Erykah with other women, but he was pretending like he had no idea why she had dumped him. Speak about poisonous. However, Common remains harmful no matter what. It appears that a successful, affluent, and attractive woman will always be ready to put up with his mess. Following the end of his relationship with Erykah, Common began dating Taraji P. Henson. Although Common and Taraji initially aroused relationship rumors in October 2005, they waited years to confirm anything. During their time together, Common had a lot of positive things to say about Taraji, man. Speaking well of Common, Taraji also showed her love for him by introducing him to her kid, something she doesn't do in every relationship. However, Common slipped because he couldn't handle the idea of commitment when it came time for them to take their relationship more seriously.
Common was the last real long-term relationship I had. After that, I was like, I don't want, because my son was sad. He was sad when we broke up.
You know, because I sleep real heavy. You know, so I'm coming from a fog, and then I look, leaning over top of me, trying to stick his in my mouth. I know I sleep with my mouth open. I'm a heavy sleeper. And I'm like, how would you know you never had sex with her? She used to laugh and joke about it all the time.
So
Common
Common
back and forth to Dallas, and he wasn't getting no